Hey everyone, my name is Edem Kegaro, but I'm also known as Edem Soul Music. And I guess since you're surfing around through my channel, you don't really know who I am. So I kind of wanted to do a get to know me kind of a thing. So that way you kind of feel like we're friends. So a little bit about me. I play many instruments like the ukulele. I play the bass, the djembes, conga, guitar, violin, little alto sax, and the harp and other like hand percussion instruments, including my little rain stick. Love my little rain stick. He's so great. And so that's just what I do in a nutshell. I love to speak to people. I'm also, a motivational speaker. And I just all around love being an advocate for different cultures that are out there. I believe that this world is founded by people. And people move all over the planet. They bring their ideas, they bring their cultures, they bring their hopes and their dreams, sometimes their fears. But all in all, we are all shaped by other people. And so the study of those people and the way in which we affect the world around us is something that I am so intrigued by. Being a first-generation American, meaning my family is from Ghana, West Africa, and I was born here in the States. Being a first-generation American, I learned my culture. I learned about my culture. I learned my language, which is the Ga language originating from the Ga Adangme tribe of Ghana, West Africa. Not only did I learn my culture and my language, I learned about who I was as a person, where our people came from. I mean, like, where our people came from as far as, like, ancient association. Like, we've been around for a minute. And just who we are. And I just have a love for, indigenous peoples of whatever land throughout the world. So of North America, South America, of Africa, Pacific Islands, Australia, New Zealand, like Asia, like those are the people that my heart just always goes out to so strongly because identities were almost forced and ripped away from them in many ways, and some are still struggling. And so my duty as a first-generation American is to ensure that I learn about my identity to inspire others to go and learn about theirs. I think that link is so important because once we as adults are gone, then what's left of our children? What information is left for them? What does this world look like? And if they don't know who they are, they're going to have a hard time living in this world. And so my job as an individual, not only as an artist and a motivational speaker, like I mentioned earlier, my job is to really activate people in recognizing what they are the sum of, allowing them to understand that they are some of their ancestors. They are some of their experiences. Experiences that they've yet to experience, experiences that they've already experienced, and stimuli they will probably never experience. That's what you are the sum of. So even if you don't know your ancestral background or your heritage, you can look back and see what you are the sum of, experiences-wise. Even if you're adopted, you can look back at your experiences and find out what you are the sum of. Who are you defined as a person? I find that once we understand who we are, once we truly have a grasp of our identity, we have this ability to lead our lives with a mild form of certainty, at least. Meaning we are aware of the world around us. We're not easily led. We're not blind either. And I think that's a very powerful tool, is knowing who you are. But the sad thing is that the youth have a huge disconnect. You have this dominating culture pumping throughout the whole world. The identity has been known and tied to Western civilization. And while there have been many wonderful things about Western civilization that, wonderful things that have, contributed to the world, the fact remains that at times it destroys identities of various cultures and individuals. So I live my life as an example in hopes that those who are my age or younger will try to find out who they are. I live my life as an example that the older generation won't give up on people like me and won't give up on the youth and will continue to try to have these conversations. I live my life as an example so that people can say, you know, I know someone like this. So that way they have stake in my life. They recognize the stakes they have in my life. They recognize the stakes I have in theirs. It's a type of awareness that bridges gaps. It's a type of awareness that brings people closer together. That is what my life is. That is who I am as a person. That is what Edam's Soul Music is. That is every single thing I do. So every song you hear, every cover you hear, every conversation we have together, every time I say something, it's coming from that place. Because I want to live in a world where leaders lead leaders. Think about it. I want to live in a world where leaders lead leaders. That's the kind of world I want to live in. And the only way I can do that, the only way I can see any dream coming into reality is to simply live my most honest and authentic life in my own identity. And so hopefully this 7-minute video has inspired you to go out and find out what you are the sum of, and maybe has inspired you to help other people find out what they are the sum of. And thanks again so much for watching, and I hope you get to enjoy some of the other videos that I got going on. There are some covers that I do. I do Saudade, which is a song in Portuguese from Cecília Évora. There's a song I do called Tangaroa Whakamautai. That's a song from Maiserica. That's Interior Maori. There's another song that I created, which is made out of psalms, and it's done in Spanish as well as Interior Maori in English. And there's some other things of me out there on the internet. So just kind of look me up. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, I guess Pinterest now. Yeah. Thanks again so much for tuning in. And this is me.